Alright, hello bros. Today I'm going to be talking about Tusk and how I play Tusk and how I think is the proper way to play Tusk. This video's somebody specifically asked me that they or told me they want to learn this hero, so I'm going to do everything I can to make it easier for him. So first I'm just going to talk about what his spells do, when I use them, why I use them, and then I'm going to look at a replay that I had recently of a pretty high MMR average game, pretty high MMR average scrim. Then we're gonna go over that. So first we'll talk about shards. The way shards work is wherever your cursor is, that's where like the tip of the shards go, like the middle of the edge here. Let me do free spells, so you can tell I won't move my cursor. Abilities that block movement, abilities that block paths are people talk about displacement a lot, like Magna Skewer, like Pudge Hook, stuff like that. People will talk about how good displacement is all the time, but I don't think people talk about how good any path blocking skills like this, Cogs, and Fissure are. And I think Ice Shards is like one of the best. I can show you later when we get into the replay, but it's really good for blocking staircases. Obviously in demo it's not going to block the staircase, but it's really good for blocking staircases, really good for you can actually use it to like get out of things like Sprout sometimes. It's kind of hard to place it, but you can. Really good for like fights around the God, what it was called, the gates. Really good for fights around the gates, like roast fights, where you can block up the whole path to gates, where the only way they can get there is blinks or walking all the way around, things like that. Yeah, so that's shards. Snowball. Let me spawn somebody.
Axe charges.
Snowball cast. You can hold it for all 4 seconds. Really good for like getting a blink dagger off. Like if you have a bunch of enemies on you, you press snowball. You can't take damage the entire time, and that gives you like a full time to charge up your blink dagger. Like even if you if you get hit by somebody, you press snowball and it's a 3-second launch time, and then plus the travel distance. The best way to do it, to like guarantee you get this blink off, like if there's someone waiting for you, like waiting for you to finish your snowball, is you want to blink in the direction you're facing already, because there is you do have to turn around, like there is turn rate in this game. So if you blink backwards, it takes a bit longer. You see how there's kind of a delay on the blink backwards even when I'm spamming it, but if I blink forward, there's literally none. So you want to try to blink forwards, like if you're in like a dire scenario. A lot of times, like if there's only one enemy, like if this is only an axe and I know he doesn't have like a counter helix about to get procs right when I come out, if I'm like a player that uses auto attack always on, then you have time to because he's gonna get stunned, you have time to blink backwards. But if you're if there's like a hero here, like heroes all around, then you want to blink in the direction you're facing, and that's pretty much the best way to do snowball. The other thing with snowball is you can cast abilities, so you can shards him while you're rolling. You can't cast spells, so like if I have a Yules, I can't Yules him while I'm rolling, but I can shards him while I'm rolling. I can kick him while I'm rolling, which is a really useful thing that I'll talk about again in a second. Is you can kick him without actually like coming out of the snowball. It works way better. Works way better with like a lens, cast range items like a headband or Eye of Vizier. I take Vizier every game I get this hero, or every game I get that item. I don't know if other Tusks do it. I don't like watch other Tusks very often, but you can keep rolling. You can keep snowballing while you after a kick if you have any cast range item. Like if you have a, well, of course it doesn't want to work there, but anyway, you can do it. If you have a headband, I don't know if it works with just the headband. This will be a good time to test it actually. Obviously if you kick him backwards, so if I were to roll into him, kick him backwards, it's going to end my roll, because you're rolling into him. But you can kick him like sideways, you can kick him forwards, and you'll keep rolling. Oops, that's just a free spells bug. Oh, wait a sec.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Really good for niche scenarios. Really good playing against like a faceless. Really good playing against an enigma. And I'll show the chrono interaction in a second, actually, so you can see it and know, like, because the ag was really one of the biggest reasons you pick the hero. Not only because it's like giga fun, but also because it has, I mean, it's like Osama earlier, has displacement. Before I do that, I want to talk about the shard. This shard is really, I think the shard's really undervalued. The damage blows, 40 damage per second, I'm pretty sure. 60 damage per second, it's kind of fucking nothing, because they'll just walk out of it. The slow, not very good, but it blocks off so much. One of the really good things to do with it, and while I'm talking about kick too, this works, you can use your kick button to escape, go into creeps, and then you can block off this like whole path. You can block off this whole path. Obviously this is demo, so its map's way different. But yeah, you can use your kick to block that. The downside with that is you need to be picking a high HP unit to kick, because if you kick this guy while he's low health, you're not gonna go anywhere. It goes to where he dies. Yeah, so I'm not actually gonna go anywhere. I don't know why my Ags doesn't count as a free spell. Interesting. Or my kick. Okay, real quick, I want to show Void and we'll get into the game. Oh, that is not the right place. You can tell I don't go to demo very often. That's ally. So we'll level him up. Give him eggs. So the way this works, and I shouldn't have taken the AoE, I'm just gonna make it harder. So you can't actually. You can't save an ally that's already in the chrono. Like, you can't snowball them, but what you can do is you can hang on. You can go in, you can not bad. You can go in and you can kick him out. You also stun him if he doesn't have BKB just with your snowball, so even if you don't have kick yet, sometimes it's good to go in there. But you can always kick him while he's chronoed as long as you have, I think, I've done this before, you can do it unreliably with one cast range item, you can do it super reliably with two. So if you get your headband or your Aether Lens, you can always do it. If you get just a headband, you can like, I was getting it like 50-50. Like, I couldn't reliably do it every time. I don't know if like that's a skill issue on me, but that's just how I tested this for like 15 minutes, and I couldn't get it to reliably happen. I tried like kicking him in the like only forward, and it's still like I could only get it to work like 50-50. So that's like the biggest. That's the biggest way to do it. You can do the same thing with Enigma Black Hole. He presses it. You can't snowball your allies, but you can cancel the black hole with a kick, and that's of course a BKB piercing ability. It's not a load or Lincoln's. Like, it will pop Lincoln's, so if he has a Lincoln's, you have to cancel it first, which is kind of difficult unless you have like, if you have these two cast range items and you have a Yule's, it's like doable. But other than that, it's like, of course, pretty hard. Enigma's not super popular right now, but it is something to consider in future scenarios, or if you just have an Enigma on your team. In tag team, AoE slow. I'll talk about that more when I get into the game. It's not super useful to talk about it in demo, in my opinion. So I'm going to pull up the replay now, and I'm going to try to watch this at a relatively speedy pace, but I tend to... It's not going to be speedy. So this is... I'm not positive of this. I'm pretty sure this is like around a 7k average league. It's league lads. They have this top rank 100. Their lowest is Divine 5. I know this is an 8k player, is a Divine 1. This is me, I'm like 5.6. Another AK player, another AK player. Not good at math, but I'm pretty sure there's around a 7K average league. And this was a really good game from everybody. Everybody played really well, and it should be a good demonstration of things that I also want to watch it for myself to get better. But I think this is a good representation of what to do on the Tusk hero. Not gonna go overdraft at all. I just want to watch. Just gonna watch my perspective and talk about what I did, why I did it. See things that I could have done better, and also hopefully help you learn the Tusk hero. Okay, we'll just watch player view. Oh, so this is... I'm only doing this because I'm a mid player, and I really like this ward. Doesn't get dewarded a lot. I don't think it gets dewarded this game at all. Good place to drop your obs. I like dropping it down here. Your hero typically gets a windlace or boots like relatively quickly most games. So getting a deep obs is like pretty good. You see the courier, you can get it on the way back. Sometimes get it on the way there, I guess. I don't usually start stick. Some games I do. This game I do. I don't start windlace because I know I'm landing against a PA, so I know I'm going to get a lot of charges. So I start with a lot of tangos, a stick, and then an unblock ward or a block ward. Don't remember what I end up using it for. I think I blocked it down here. Yeah, I blocked it in pretty good ward spot. They're gonna get it eventually, but it's if you don't want to have to sit over there or you want him to use his sentry, then that's a good place. Okay, sorry. I'll go back and talk about why I do what I do. So right now, I know that this hero can get out, this hero can get out, but I've seen her use dagger, so I know right now she can't get out of shards. So I'm going to try to be as aggressive as I can. I know I'm not going to kill her, but try to get her to use as much regen as possible in the early game, like the real early game. What I should have done, and I knew this already when I did it, is we'll go to slow-mo when we get there. What I should have done, and what I actually already thought I did was stand here after I throw my shards, so she has to walk around me to do it, or walk around me into creeps to get out, instead of being able to just walk through me. So when you throw shards like that, you want to try to stand on the edge, so they have to walk around, take an extra few steps to get out, and it also leads to more body blocking ability because I wish I could go less than 10 seconds back. That's tough. Wow, that's real tough. Alright, this is where we're going.
Killing begins.
You stand here so that she has to walk around, because while she's walking around, you can walk over here and body block her even harder. You're hitting her the whole time, DP's able to hit her the whole time. She actually probably dies if she has to do that, because I get an extra 2 hits, she gets an extra 2 hits, and we get a blood grenade off. So you want to stand on the edge of your shards to make them have to use that extra movement speed. Maybe she doesn't die, but she takes a lot of damage regardless. The main thing is knowing who you're laning against, knowing when you're able to trap them in shards and when you're not. A lot of games I'll go tag team level 1. This wasn't one of them because we're not typically, this isn't a, DP isn't someone you typically are giga aggressive with until like level 3 when she has 2 points in Siphon. She's not like a fast clicker either. She still gets probably 2-3 hits at a tag team, but it's not like a Wind Ranger or something. So right now the main thing is just securing. Last hit securing denies is the goal. They give me a lot of free range creep denies, and that was the main thing I was looking for. And then yeah, try to unblock this. The popular ward is around there where I'm clicking in higher MMR games, but it ends up being over here in these trees. Make sure you let your offlaner know when you're going to do things like that, so he knows he's alone, because a good duo will recognize that you're not showing, or they'll see you hitting a sentry and they'll immediately run. Okay, I want to go over how we got that kill though. So right now my DP's low. That doesn't mean we have to play AFK. Right now, I wait. I'm holding my shards until he uses blink. Wait, right? I feel like I remember doing that, right? Oh no, I used my shards to help him get out. Never mind. My bad. but I know that we're stronger than them right now because it's a PA and it's a wyvern with no flying ability. So we use the tag team to get the kill, and then just I mean, of course I'm gonna chase this hero because he's alone. It sucks the flying ability was up again, but that's okay. There was a lot of region they had to use. Now, what you want to do also is try to, and this is just a general pause 4 thing, try to get your lane, and pause 3 thing, try to get your lane pushed out so you get free 3-minute Lotus for free. Right now I know that they can't contest it, so I'm not playing for Lotus, I'm playing for blocking, and I'm playing for getting this pull at the next pulling opportunity. Is why I'm positioning where I was. I don't need to help my Death Prophet get Lotus because the lane's over their tower, and I can play over here. I thought I didn't have the intention of pulling this because I thought the lane's gonna push in because our wave just died, but my offlaner told me to, and he's a lot higher MMR than me, so I did it anyway. Right here we go because he used the flying ability. Unfortunately, he did level heal because he's not an idiot, but I ended up griefing here. I didn't click on him to see his stick charges, so I ended up dying on the tower. Yeah, be careful. Don't be dumb. I was dumb. I recognize I was dumb. I was habitually clicking other lanes. Try not to click my mouse and just look at player view. Right now, the other thing we're looking at is the only way we get kills. The only way we trap her in shards is after she uses blink. So we're trying to not press the shards button until she uses blink, or until we are going on the wyvern hero after he uses the flying spell. Right now, we don't really kill him through embrace. Oh yeah, so this pull, I come down here to tank the wave so it doesn't cancel the pull. Should be pretty obvious, but just making sure that in case it isn't obvious. I'm also able to play as deep as I want because I have Snowball, they have 0 stuns, so I can just play as deep as I want and then press the Snowball button. I'm going to go back and talk about aggro, just to be sure everyone knows. So a lot of times when people get this pull off, I'll just run over here, I'll try to aggro. For people who don't know about aggro, you just right-click a hero when you're within, I think it's 300 units, but I might just be making that number up. But as long as you're like pretty close to the creeps, you can click on an enemy hero to aggro. It'll aggro the neutrals and the, enemy creeps. I don't know what to call them. The neutrals and like the normal creeps, and then you can pull it over, and eventually the neutrals will be unaggroed because they'll run out of aggro range. Your hero's super good at rotating, so I'm trying to secure his bottle right now. He ends up dying, but I think I stopped the Void from getting a rune here. Either that, or I just made him use an ulti charge. I don't remember. But yeah, I do this. I know that I can't die. They don't have blast off. They don't have any stuns on the wyvern hero, and I can always snowball to a neutral. So I tried to play as deep as I could to try to secure that rune for myself, so the Void didn't get it. Obviously, it didn't happen. But just a thing to consider is trying to stop the other mid laner from getting a bottle. I also walk to this guy because he can give me a bottle charge for free. Other small things to think about to keep you in the lane and not having to run to base. I don't remember what we're talking about here. I don't know why I'm running top. Oh, I'm going for Wisdom Rune. That's why I'm going top. Don't remember if I get it or not. Oh, I do get it, but I think my team dies because of it. I don't know if this is the right play. I don't know if I should have TP'd. I don't think I should have. I think I made the correct play. But I'm always looking at stealing 7-minute wisdoms on every roll. I think what I should have done is TP top there instead of TPing for my own wisdom, and this is probably really good for us. I don't think that, like, this Pudge probably dies, this Void probably dies. Oh, the Void probably gets out, but he doesn't get killed. And my Gyro probably lives. I think the correct play would have been to TP here, but you live and you learn. Main takeaway is look for Wisdom Rune. Always consider your timing. Like, always try to look at the clock. Right now, I'm stacking for my Gyro because he's talking about how he's having a bad lane. So I'm stacking Ancients and then I'm running towards bottom Power Rune probably. Is what I would be doing in my, like, from my perspective now. But I don't know if I actually did that or not. Okay, I did actually do that. Cool. And then just back to lane because I know my DP popped Exo, and I like being with her. She's a strong hero. We get kills. PA's not a strong hero. So the reason I drop the sentry, see the sentry, and don't hit it is because of vision. If I hit the sentry, they get vision of me. One of their supports clicks on me and sees I have an obs, and then I come over here, I drop my obs, and then when I show in lane, they know that I dropped an obs in this like somewhere in this area. Lower MMR players would just check up this, like they would just assume I put it here. In my at a game like this, I don't know if he ends up checking. I doubt. He probably didn't check here. He probably drops it here, thinks I put it in the lane or something. I put it back here because I know we're going to be playing on this low tower. I know that that's probably our next main objective. So I put it back here so we can see like a potential if they TP here and they play back, like we'll know they're there. I know that this is a tower we want to get because Gyro's having a rough game and he wants extra map space. So I'm looking for this tower. So I'm playing around the ward. We probably play down here for a while. I don't remember. I know that we know PA is down here. We heard her earlier throw a dagger. So I might be looking for her, or maybe we just hit this. I don't really remember. A lot of games I'll do this where it's just brown boots, wand, blink dagger. This is one of them because I feel like I'm a strong hero. Like I feel like we're getting kills. I feel like we're doing pretty well. So I'm gonna do that. Hang on, let's go back and watch this at normal speed so I can tell you the thought process, what I'm doing, why I'm doing what I'm doing. So after she blinks, we know obviously we know there's at least one hero here. So I'm gonna try to get out. I'm gonna try to run around. Find out who this is. This Techie's is killable right now. If she blinks on him, all she does is give him another heal target. Save Snowball for the Dismember. That's their only real stun that they have. And then, let's talk about why I'm holding shards too. Holding shards is like we talked about earlier, blocking out space really good. This PA pressed blink. I was hoping my DP started moving here. I was hoping my DP would run here so I could block off this whole area. She could get out. But it still ends up being good because this PA is out of melee range. So like I was talking about earlier, she has to walk all the way around. And while she's walking around, DP's healing this whole time. Since DP got all those heals, since we got that extra damage on PA, we were able to turn this 2v4, 2v5 into a 2-for-2 trade, which is really good. Because I unfortunately wasn't 6 until we got that first kill, and I was able to level punch right when I got the level up, and we got a kill out of it. Main takeaway from that fight is make sure you're not just pressing spells to press spells. Like I held Snowball with the intention of waiting for the Dismember so I could grab my DP, she could heal a little extra while she's invulnerable, and then we could go. In hindsight, maybe I could have let her heal a little bit instead of just like grabbing her and canceling the Dismember. Maybe that would have been good, but I didn't think about it at the time. Right now I see my hero diving. I know that they can't really kill me because I checked his mana and stuff. I know they can't really kill me. I'm snowballing to the Wyvern to make sure I get the region. I'm high-fiving for the mental damage. And then we just like I was talking about earlier, we try to prevent him from getting free bottle refills at all times. A lot of heroes, especially spirit heroes, they really, really rely on these bottle charges. So preventing them from filling bottles is very important. It's a thing that I like in my 82L games. If you ever watch my 82L games, I preach really hard. Right here, talk about why I went when I went. So I know he's flying. I know he pressed his ability. As soon as I see my Hoodwink TP is when I start to go because I know he's about to be done flying. So the second I see him TP, which really sucks I missed, but the second I see him TP I go. I know this is a free kill. I know if he presses heal, he's just gonna get Hoodwink ulti. This is a really free dive. Now I'm just positioning to make sure I'm able to help my Hoodwink. Can't really do anything if something happens, but like I guess the Techies doesn't know that. So it ends up being fine. He takes a lot of damage, but I got a free salve. When it comes to neutral items, on this hero, since I play really greedy, where I rush this Blink Dagger as fast as I can, I'll take Shovel most of the time. Shovel and Broach are like my two go-tos for this hero. I take Shovel because I end up not buying Tranquils a lot of games until after I get my Blink. I end up not buying Arcanes until after I get my Blink if that's the item I want over Tranquils. So I get the Shovel so I have more sustain between salves, mangoes, all that jazz. I'll go back and talk about what happened with this pudge, but I think it's... I don't know why my player view isn't working, so I'm not clicked on myself. Alright. Yeah, so I see my hoodwink. I know she's dead, so I'm not even going to go over there. I saw my boy miss the kinetic field glimpse, so I just saved the shards for that, and then we get that free kill. I'm pretty sure this wyvern isn't 6 yet, is why I was like willing to play next to the DP, because that should have been a really free ulti for him. But I don't want to click on a mess up player perspective. The reason I took that path is because I knew the techie shit was incoming, so I tried to do that to dodge it, and I ended up just getting owned by the void spirit anyway, which maybe I snowballed him earlier, but I was trying to save it for a step because I thought I would live through one step charge, but I would have been wrong regardless. Okay, we'll fast forward to whenever I come next.
Radiant's top tower is under siege. Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
Oh, so right now I'm going into the triangle because my Squussie was calling that there's vision up here because the void dover. I don't know if they had a ward or not. It looks like they actually didn't have one at all. I don't know if... Let's see. Yeah, they actually didn't have an obs at all. They just fucking dove her for no reason, which is really surprising. Oh, how do I change it back? There we go. Just stacking again for my gyro. I'm also telling my gyro to make sure he comes to take these. Make sure that, because they just dove us really hard, so they're aware that there's at least one stack. So try to make sure that if you're stacking for your carry, you're telling him, look, there's stacks here, don't let them invade and take them. They already saw one of them, they know there's stacks, make sure you take them before they do. That's the thing I'm telling my Quran right now. Fuck, I keep overriding my player view, it's just a habit. Right now we're smoking, we're looking for the PA because we think the PA is a pretty free kill. What I'd like to be doing is farming, but I'm sure there's a reason that I don't remember that we were... I think my offlaner was calling for us down here. I would rather... Oh, excuse me. One of the things that is a hard thing, like a hard mindset thing to break for a lot of supports, is that farming isn't bad, especially current meta where maps are really big. And this is the thing that my better players, my AK players have been preaching to, is that if you tell them that you're close to an item, they'll like just tell them and they're willing to farm. Or they're willing to go farm jungle and let us have the farm. Oh yeah, I insta TP here because I kind of want to bait a spell. Like, I'm fine being here, but I wanted them to use the wyvern ulti. And it ends up being... I don't remember... Oh, no, they leave me. I die to this void. But right now I'm, like, spamming that this void is killable and chasing me. They end up going for the punch instead, which is okay. But, let's go back. Let's go back and talk about why I'm here. So we saw the PA earlier when we smoked. We saw the PA earlier when we smoked. So right now we're smoked, and I'm pretty sure it's just a visual bug. I want to double check though just to make sure. Maybe it's not a visual bug. Are we done being smoked? Oh, that's awkward. Okay, so I'm like pretty sure I'm like 90% sure we're smoked and this is a visual bug, because I'm pretty sure I remember us popping here and then yeah, we popped here and that's why we knew to cast the spell right away. God, it's fucking up my player view so bad though. I hold the snowball, I press it here because I know he's going to drop this remnant. Unfortunately, there's not really anything you can do about remnant as the snowball hero. Here, I just come up and punch and walk away because I'm going to die if I stand up. They don't need my tag team. I know they're going to get the kills regardless. So I just come up to cancel dismember and leave. And then I think we end up pushing this pretty hard, which is totally fine. I know here, I'm holding the snowball because I know the Void's going to press the step button on me. I know this is fine. I think I stay in the area because I know I have the punch. I'm waiting for him to step over to me. And then, unfortunately, this Wyvern shows. I pressed attack team preemptively because I knew that he was going to try to go on me. He goes on me, I kill him, and then I die anyway, but I don't care if I'm dying for a Void Spirit. If I'm dying for a mid, it's good. I end up getting a lot of money out of this. I got my Blink Dagger plus 700 gold. Don't remember what I bought, but I would assume it's at least a Windlace. Unfortunately, I'm probably clicking on RuneScape right now as I'm staring at the trees. My cursor is all the way to the left of the screen, so I'm probably clicking on RuneScape because that's where my RuneScape is. Sorry. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, but I'm assuming Windlace is my next item. Windlace and Wards. Probably either finish Tranquil Boots or just go Windlace. I guess I didn't buy anything tough. That's the consequences of playing RuneScape. Right now, I'm looking for... Okay, let me go back and talk about why I pressed those shards, though. Alright, so... We'll wait for the curse. So shards give vision. So there's a camp here. I'm pressing the shards here, and it ends up being kind of bad because I don't actually see them. But if you're down here and you shards up here, you'll keep vision of them while they're within the shards, and you can snowball up to the high ground. I lose vision of them because they're able to just walk out of shard range, unfortunately. So I'm not able to blink snowball and get him out. I try it anyway, and end up just finding the steckies and walking out. But a very good tool in your arsenal is using shards for vision, and you can snowball people like uphill. You can also use sentries to, like, if you're down here, you can press a sentry right here and then snowball uphill, and then you can block this pathway. That's the thing I do in a lot of my games, or try to do in a lot of my games. Just another tool in your arsenal that'll make a really big difference is using your shards for vision to get snowball targets. Just popping tag team to make sure I get the last hits and don't miss them. Probably end up missing one or two anyway.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
Don't be afraid to use Walrus Punch to last hit money creeps either.
Dire's top tower is under...
It's a low enough cooldown to where it's not like a Giga Grief or anything. So right now, this is a mid hoodwink, in case you guys forget. I end up saving him. I blink in here with a snowball. I want to hold it long enough. To where he's not taking the damage from Soul Burn, which is the Orchid active. So blink in. Want to snowball a target that's like far away. Holy shit, I caught him at 30 health. So I snowballed the Wyvern because he's the one that's like furthest away. He's going to make space from the Void Spirit. This guy stands out of range of so he doesn't get snowball stunned. But he also, they didn't coordinate. They didn't tell him that I was on the Wyvern, because you can kind of see who the target is if you're really paying attention. And now I'm like fairly certain my Hoodwink's gonna die anyway, but because of the snowball save, she got to regen some health and got an ult off, and we end up getting 1 or 2 kills here, and I'm pretty sure I get out. Yeah, I get out. This guy should be getting glimpsed, and I think this might end up being a Void Spirit kill. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I don't die. Another thing I wanna mention, and this is a thing that a lot of people, not even just lower MR players, are really guilty of, is instead of looking for more, they just stay here and wait to like really make sure this guy's dead. But I know this guy's dead. I don't need to stand here while he's in the air. I can immediately run away, start looking for the Hoodwink. I don't find him because he's a fucking squirrel. I can run through trees, but it's extra gold that we could have gotten if I did find him. And it's just it's another thing to look for, and you don't need to stick around and like try to get the last hit if you have a guaranteed kill. Of course, you need to know that the hero's going to be dead, and I was like 90% sure that guy was dead because he was walrus punched and silenced. So just try to look for more. A lot of times I'll watch I'll watch a team, especially Disciples Ascender, and the video this or the team this video was originally made for, who will not push their momentum as hard as they should because they're just like scared of a tower or something that's doesn't actually do much. And if you'll watch like high Omar pubs or high Omar games, like pro games or anything, they're so fucking willing to dive tower, and they'll all 5 do it at the same time. That's like the main difference I notice when I play with my really like low like my Crusader Archon friends, and then I play with people that are my rank, is the lower players just don't dive towers the way they should when they're all together and all already winning a fight. So right now we're playing bottom, and this is because we don't know where PA is, but we're pretty sure she's down here, and also because there's going to be a Roshan here at 20 minutes, so we want to be in the area, we want to be in the vicinity of finding heroes and being able to take those kills and turn them into a Rosh. So we're playing on this side of the map so that any pickoffs we get can be turned into a Rosh. Pretty sure I ward this hard camp here. This is a really good deep ward that actually Urbo showed me. Well, he didn't really show me, but like I was in a game when he put it down. The box, like the creep spawn box, is like, I don't know why it doesn't show on this replay, but it's like up here. So this doesn't block the camp, so they're not going to check for an obs here, most likely, unless they're checking this cliff, which they have no reason to check this cliff right now. And it gives a lot of vision, which you'll see when I walk away. It gives vision of like this walkway, kind of. Like it gives vision of here, like there's like a little line of vision. Oh man, let me go back. It's like a little line of vision here, which I'm here now, so it's hard to, it's showing more than it should. A little line of vision here, so like if someone walks up, you'll see him here, and then it also gives vision same here. If someone like walks over here, you'll see him, and the vision of the hard camp, of course. It's just a really good deep ward that I've enjoyed using. Okay, we're back to player view.
More death.
I don't know who popped that smoke. It was probably Shroomba. I don't really think that was like a pretty bad smoke. I kind of knew we were there. Don't know why I popped it.
Got it.
But I'm going to use it anyway. I'm going to hunt to see if I can find a hero here and try to get back to the bottom lane. It's probably what I do. I don't remember. But that's what I'd be thinking of doing, is getting to the bottom lane so we can continue to protect the Rosh and make sure that a PA doesn't sneak at Rosh with, even though their team kind of blows at it, they still have a PA at the end of the day. I'll end up canceling this because I wanted my career. But this PA, or this techie is just like, I don't know. This techie is just like AFK split push for like 95% of this game. It was really strange. This whole time, I'm assuming that they're gonna have more heroes behind them. It ends up, actually, let's take this in slow-mo. It ends up that there's not heroes behind it, but they're over here. My Buffles makes a really good play here that ends up completely winning us the fight. I don't tick down to the soul burn, to the Orchid active. I don't die here, and it's all because my Liam gives me, my Buffles gives me 400 health Lotus, and so we end up winning this fight pretty well. IRC. He gets stuck in the Static Storm. He gets glimpsed back to make sure he stays in the Static Storm and can't step out. Really glimpsed by Shroom, but not holding it. And right now, I'm just, like I was talking about in demo, I'm holding my snowball for a long time because I'm low, and I want to be sure that I'm able to blink out. And it ends up being really good because I would have been stuck in that, I might have been stuck in that curse. I also had a really fucking good blink here. Where the second this PA blinks on me, she's not able to attack. I dodged the dagger and I dodged the right click so I can actually blink out. I held it for a really long time because I wanted to be able to play aggressive if I needed to, but Instead, I just held it to get out, and then they run away, and we end up winning the fight. And it was all because of the Buffles fucking Fairy Fire Lotus shit. And then hopefully this is a Roche, so I wasn't a fucking liar when I talked about it. Yeah, this is a Roche. And then item choice, I don't think I need. Like, I know I'm getting silenced, but my mindset is if I'm getting silenced, then my Hoodwink and my DP aren't, so this Void is probably playing wrong. And I'm also, most of the time, I'm not R Initiation. Like, I don't need to be R Initiation, so I think I can play greedily enough to go just Ags instead of getting a Dispel. Of course, I'm also flaming my fucking full health DP with Exo going for not tanking this Roche for me. You can't hear it, but that's what I'm doing right now. During the game, that's what I was doing. So we got our pickoffs, we won our team fight, we got Roche. We talked about, the reason I ran up here is because we talked about getting this Tormentor in Wisdom, but then nobody came this direction. We were talking about doing different things. Our team's very much still figuring out how to communicate properly as a whole. So I waste a lot of time running around here. Just make sure you guys are talking about what you want to do and not making different calls as a team. But now we see this Techis. I end up running up here. It definitely didn't need to. But again, I'm assuming that they have more heroes with them and aren't griefing. But I don't know. This pause for Techis is just trying to split push. It's really weird. That's like a thing you can do is like pause for Hoodwink or something. But it's really weird to be doing it as Techis. And that's like what they did the entire game. But I'm just a base Immortal dog. I don't know what I'm talking about. Now I'm just, of course, playing behind my Death Prophet, making sure that I have Snowball saved. I'm ready to go help them if they get jumped on. But other team doesn't defend at all, which is probably the correct choice. They get the deny because my Buffles is a fucking dog, but no big deal. Now we play for the tournaments here. Because we're very strong right now. I don't think they win a 5v5 team fight unless they get a massive Wyvern ulti. And as soon as I get Ags, I like stop playing the game and only look for the Wyvern every fight. The Wyvern was our biggest issue for a long time. Yeah, don't also, and this is my opinion, could be wrong, take it with a grain of salt. Way better to fucking try to make sure you get the kill than to try to save the kill for your cores on a hero like a spirit hero. That's why I blink punch there, and I'm gonna stick by it. And now I'm gonna go back and talk about why I'm saving my spells because I felt kind of bad about it in a moment. Right now I could hang on. So this is my player perspective. Blink is off cooldown. I'm in blink range. I'm in blink punch range, but I saw that she had, I think it's nice. Yeah, she had a fresh BKB. I wanted to make sure that I had a TP cancel for her. I didn't want her to be able to just TP out, so I'm like holding my punch. But then my Raptor dies, and I like panic press it anyway to try to save the Raptor. But it's like totally fine if your pause 5 dies. Who cares? Just a little bitch pause 5. But it just things to consider are, do you need a BKB cancel for a TP? Like if that was a life stealer, I definitely don't give a shit about my disruptor. I just hold it forever and wait for him to try to rage TP. Because you have a BKB piercing stun, of course. Things to think about. Right now we're kind of doing nothing. We can't really go high ground. We have an Aegis, but they're gonna be up pretty soon. We talk about going for this fucking Nature's Prophet Techies is why I'm running up here. And probably pretty sure we end up getting her too. I think Shrimba finds her. Yeah. Just a free kill. Nothing to really talk about. Holding Snowball again, making sure you're always holding a stun for TP, stuff like that. So I hold it forever. Don't end up having to use it at all. Running bottom again because we talked about Tormentor. I'm assuming I have shooters coming over, but I guess not. Never mind. So I don't like this call. My DP says we can just go high ground here. We end up losing a team fight because of it. But still want to watch it. Talk about what I could have done differently because I already kind of know that I get really unlucky here. My Buffles gets hooked. I'm waiting to get in blink range, and my blink gets fucking canceled by a random ass prox mine all the way over here. So this fight probably could have been won if that didn't happen, but yeah, just really unlucky. I don't really know what I could have done differently because it was just like, I don't know, who the fuck mines here? Like, it was just really unlucky. I think the main thing is I don't think we should have gone high ground, but we'll talk about the turn and why I turned here. So, not only am I trying to help my gyro get out, but I also see his P. I mean, his P is definitely low. My Hoodwink does a trillion damage from a bajillion range, but we end up getting cursed, which is like, Wyvern does like pretty okay into Tusk because of it, and because this is a really good Void Spirit, he orchids me and not the gyro, so I'm not able to save him with the snowball. We just lose fight, but TLDR, unfortunately in current patch, instead of going high ground, you kind of just farm for 2 Aegises and then go high ground on the 3rd Aegis. Really sucks, but a lot of times that's just what you have to do. Don't force your high ground. I'm now going Lotus, or Yules, I mean, because I'm pretty sure he has Ags too. Yeah, he has Ags and an Orchid. So I need to be unsilenced. Also just good item. And I think I eventually want a Wind Waker. I don't know why I'm up here. I think maybe I saw a hero earlier and they TP'd out. I don't remember why I'm up here. Right there I blinked Portal because we didn't know where any heroes were, and I saw a PA dagger, and I'm pretty sure I can get out in time from a portal. And I'm also assuming that they're all top, so I can use that space to farm. And then play around where the Rosh is going to spawn, which is going to be bottom because we took it like 21, if I remember right.
Dire's top tower is being the dire structures are fortified.
Right now we're just doing a bit of wave pushing. Very good to push waves as a support, underrated thing. A lot of times you want your supports... Alright, we'll get back. I didn't realize this was going to be a big fight. So I know in this game, I don't want to, like... The Pudge is who I don't want to be going on, because he can just press Rot, and it's like actually really hard for me to get away after Snowball. So I try to avoid going on him most fights. I try to find the Wyvern if I can. But I go here because he's the only hero in blink range, and of course I want to be using my Displacement Axe ability after he presses this totem to get him away from his team. I mean, obviously I see it now that I didn't have to because of the glimpse, but definitely didn't see it at the time. My Buffaloes does a good job of zoning off this guy so he can't ulti us. And then I'm assuming I look for him next because he's a very important target for our fights. But yeah, my team just owns him. I smoked us immediately because I wanted to be able to find more. And a lot of people will be greedy and stay in this triangle. And I was hoping to find the Void Spirit. Unfortunately, didn't have any luck. I'm also keeping my Eye of the Vizier because, frankly, I just really like this item. I'm a huge fan. It has 25 more cast range than Headband. And I don't really care about the mana. With the Wand Ags is like enough most of the time. I don't get an Aether Lens this game, or at least I don't get it quickly. I don't remember if I got it eventually, because I just unless there's like a void or an enigma in the game, it's kind of just a what's the item I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? It's not a necessity. It's just like a I don't know. It feels nice to have, but you don't need it. So positioning wise, right now, if I'm them, I'm thinking, they must be rushing right now. They want to fight. They backed off. They didn't push high ground after we glyphed. They're probably going to rosh. So I'm standing here because I'm in trees and I'm able to pop smokes. I know they don't have vision because of the sentry here. I know they don't have high ground vision, so I'm standing here so I can pop their smokes without them seeing where I am. They can reasonably guess I'm like somewhere in this circle, but he could have checked here. He could have checked like here. There's no way for him to like know for certain where I'm standing, so that's why I'm standing where I'm standing here. I want to be able to pop smokes without immediately like KMSing myself. I'm also not blinking on Pudge because that's not the target I want. I want to find Wyvern every fight for the rest of the game. I see Wyvern. I probably snowball onto him as soon as this... Oh, yeah, I sure did. I snowballed on top of him as soon as the PA went on me. And then I'm pretty sure I kicked this PA away. Yeah, I kicked this PA away for obvious reasons. I want that bitch away from me. And then, so as soon as this Wyvern buys back, I know that he has one thing in mind. I need to be at this fight. So I immediately start running towards the outpost, or whatever this should... Yeah, towards the outpost. Because I know that's the only way he can get back to this fight. I know, like... And this is, like, off memory. I remember saying this. I remember saying... Wyvern's seeping in, Wyvern's on outpost, Wyvern's on outpost. Why can't I? Wyvern's on outpost, Wyvern's on outpost. He's going to be here. And then I just zoned the fuck out of him, and then the Disruptor fountain glimpses him, and he just wasted a whole buyback. Because I know that, like... I know that if this guy's buying back, the only thing on his mind, like, that automatically means I have to be at this fight. And there's only one way he can get to this fight, that's at the outpost. That's why I ran to outpost. And then, I mean, obviously, just punch that hoe. I snowball onto him early. I don't save it or anything because he's silenced. I know he has no way to get out of it. And then it's a free fight. We won a fight. Lost Gyro, but they lost 3 heroes and bought back on the support. So it was really good. I get tipped because I'm the best to ever do it. And then we look for this fucking techies, but I get hit by a goddamn random proximity mine. Can't blink. People said.
Bottom barracks has fallen.
Position over here because I know there's a Wyvern up in those trees. That's why I told my Shroomba to my Disruptor. I actually asked him if he had Shard because it's really good vision, but he didn't have it. So he pressed the field button. We didn't find him. Was able to get a kickback. I'm running down here to farm and TPing because I know Roche is going top. And then I see my little friend well there, but I want to be able to get vision down ahead of time. Fortunately, my Disruptor had all the obs, and he was really late to get here, but then he also dropped kind of a bad obs, but I mean, it's fine. Right now we start this fight, but we know that they're going to be coming. Like, I don't think starting Roche was right. As soon as we see this techies, we'll see that we back up, and then we start looking for other heroes. This ends up being a really big fight for us, a really big fight from me. So I see my Death Prophet going in, but I know that she's a Death Prophet with like 7 things healing her. And then the Pudge ends up canceling me and Gyro from doing anything, but I see the Static Storm, and instead of kicking him away from DP, I kick him right into the Static Storm, and this ends up being a team wipe from us, if I remember right. We get the Pudge stuck in Static Storm. It was a massive Static Storm from Shroomba, and Buffalo's baited them into a really bad spot where they can't get out of it. So right now I'm just holding, I'm just waiting to see, am I going to need to try to snowball save from a Wyvern ulti or anything? I'm also looking for Wyvern. I'm telling them I'm not going in until I see Wyvern. I do want to get back though, because I want to talk about this. So I'm telling my team I'm not going in until I see Wyvern. My Breezy's positioned really well to stay out of the Wyvern ulti, and he does stay out of it, just out of range. As soon as I see Wyvern, I'm still going in on him, even though he used ulti, because the Cold Embrace is a bitch. But I'm not staying on him, I'm throwing my shards to find this extra kill. And we find a really good kill because I held it. And we find the Pudge. I don't remember if we get PA or not, but I'm pretty sure I live here because I have the Yules. Yeah, we live here because I have the Yules, and we get the Pudge kill, and we get the PA kill. Main takeaway from this fight is don't panic when you get got on. It ended up being really good because of the kick into the Static Storm, so it was like a 4 or 5 man Static Storm. And then it was also good because we found the Pudge over here with the shards, because I went on the Pudge instead of staying on the already dead Wyvern. And a lot of people like won't leave, like I was talking about earlier, a lot of people won't leave that kill until they're completely dead. Now we're just backing for Roche, of course. Let me take this. I press snowball because I'm going to feed if I don't. I'm just going to TP home because I know that we're going to go high ground with this Aegis. Like, this is the Aegis to go high ground. So instead of sitting there waiting for my Tranquil Boots to heal me for like 80 seconds, I just TP'd home. I took Ninja Gear, and I really like having a cast range item. I'm pretty sure I had Telescope as an option. I don't remember. But I took the Ninja Gear because that item is fucking nuts. Unlike 98% of heroes, I'm taking the Ninja Gear over any other item. Because just the ability to be able to farm everywhere, like be able to farm anywhere in the map and just blink out as soon as your smoke pops is crazy. And this hero is able to completely take a wave without having to right click. Once you get the level 15 snowball damage talent, you're able to just throw shards and snowball. Now I'm doing the same thing I've been doing for this game, which is smoke. Well, the smoking is new, but which is AFKing until I see the Winter Wyvern, and then I'm waiting for the Wyvern to blink on him and go on him. Don't remember if I find him this fight or not. But I'm also, I'm trying to kick save my DP, and I am able to kick save my DP this fight instead of running into a proximity mine. Hang on, sorry, we'll play the fight at normal speed instead of 2x. My bad. The ADHD brain didn't tell me I was on 2x for a while. So I wait until his Yules is mostly over, that way I can get Dismember. And this ends up being a bad fight because Shroomba wasted Static Storm on a hero that I was going to kick because he didn't think about the fact that I was going to kick him, which, like, he should have, but no big deal. Right now I'm debating if I need to kick this Pudge away or not, but I end up just dying to the Remnant combo, which I don't really think there's anything else could have done about that. We got a massive Bushwhack, actually. That's right. We had a massive Bushwhack, which won us that fight. Without that 3-man Bushwhack, we lose that. But the main thing is just making sure you're in position to get the blink kick save, because your DP can solo push high ground as long as he doesn't get hooked. They griefed this fight really, really badly. It was really funny. They hooked the gyro while he's invulnerable and also dismembered him while he's invulnerable, but they win the fight anyway. But they also used 2 or 3 buybacks. I'm going to fast forward, because the point of this replay is for Tusk, and I am dead. Oh, this is a general support thing, not just a Tusk thing. When you're really ahead, buy a gem. Gem is really good. Enemy team not having vision equals very good. Vision does, in fact, win games. Buying gem deletes vision. Very good item. Just also make sure you're not griefing. If I didn't have a Ninja Gear, I would not be up this far. But because I have Ninja Gear, I'm able to play wherever I want. As soon as my smoke expires, I start playing very defensively again. Until my smoke is up. Right now I saw the Void Spirit mid, so I'm not as scared. So I'll run up here, but then as soon as I get that D-ward, I will run away again. And go look for more D-wards. Until my smoke is up, and then I can push wherever I want. Because I have the smoke item. Ugh, sleepy. Right now I'm just using my Ninja Gear to try to find wards. I don't need to use it to look for kills or anything. I can just use it to try to find wards while we farm whatever item we're waiting on. I think it might have been Disruptor Eggs. Don't remember. I don't know. Maybe we're just chilling. Maybe we're waiting for next Aegis. Hard to say. Don't remember. Yeah, looks like that's what we were doing. God, my throat's starting to hurt. Doing quite a bit of yapping. Going up here because since the Roche isn't spawned, I want to make sure that we are maintaining this triangle of the map, or fucking rectangle. I don't know. We're maintaining this area of the map because the Roche is going to spawn top, so I want this lane to be pushed in if I can. Of course, I don't want to feed while I'm doing it, but I want to be in this area of the map so that we have creep vision while we're roaching, running down this lane. And we're also able to get wards dropped. I kind of don't carry wards for the rest of the game because I don't have an item I want to swap out of my inventory. If I have to, I swap Aetherlands, but I don't want to swap anything out. And I just let my Disruptor do the rest of the warding for the game, if I remember it.
Indecipherable gibberish.
But I'm willing to push this wave out with my ninja gear because I know I can blink out with Snowball. You didn't see it because I was at 16x speed, but that's what I did, and that's why I did it. Smile. Now I just look for obs, make sure there's nothing in our triangle. I ran past this one earlier because I didn't see it, but also, just a general note for Dota play. A dum-dum would have hit this, but I know I have a hero nearby. I say, Hoodwink, can you hit this? He hits it for me, so I don't have to pop my smoke, and I can continue to play aggressively with my smoke button and be able to blink out as soon as it gets canceled. So I don't know if this is a visual bug. I don't remember if we saw them. I think I had this watcher, so we did see them. So I'm running over here to see if they're roaching, and I blink out the second I pop. Now I know for the next 10 seconds I am not a kick save. We have to be a little careful with my teammates because I cannot save people from dismember or anything. So I'm playing. Where the fuck am I? Sorry, let me wait for play to catch up. Okay, so I'm playing over here, waiting for this wyvern. I blink on top of him. Unfortunately, he also blinked because he knows I'm looking for him. But I ended up finding him anyway. And I go on him and just kick him away. Okay, let me slow down. Let me talk about this in half speed because there's a lot going on in this clip. I have been telling my team this whole time that I'm looking for wyvern. I'm going on wyvern. Right now I see my DP dies, so instead of trying to stay here and kill him, I just kick this wyvern away because his blink's gonna be on cooldown because he blinked into the trees to try to get away from me. So I kicked him away, and then I snowball onto this guy because I can see him and he's my escape out. He's my way to get a kill and also get out. So I snowballed onto him, and then he ends up blasting off. I end up killing him eventually, but I do have to chase him for a while, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I use him as my tool to get out. I can't kill the wyvern, but I can cancel him. I can stop him from cursing, which is the same thing as killing him because that's all we're afraid of, by kicking him away. So you don't always have to kick heroes into your team. That's another trap Tusk players fall into, is you can kick them just away from you guys. You don't always have to kick them into your team. So I just kicked him out. He wasn't able to curse until the end of the fight. I actually didn't even see what he cursed. Yeah, he cursed really late in the fight. It was a shitty curse because he was trying to save his PA. And a big part of that is because I'm chasing him around and I kick him away from the fight while my cores are winning the fight. Alright, we go back to meet you. Me died at proximity mines. Quick cry. Right now we're just mode chilling. Clearing out wards is my goal right now. I don't get any obs, but if I have a ton of sentries. Take Watcher. The Roche wasn't up. It probably just... Oh wait, no, it spawns in a minute. Okay. Right now I'm positioning myself to try to play for a kickback. This fight goes really, really fucking bad, actually. I kind of want to watch this fight for myself, so sorry. I still don't know what happened. I haven't watched this replay back yet. But I know that I found the kick and only one person helped me with it afterwards. Now I see why. It's because my gyro got hooked. My team got hooked like a bunch of fucking Herald dogs this game. Every time we went high ground, someone got hooked. But our hope, like we talked about this a lot of times this game, our game plan was when we went high ground, we were trying to find someone with a kickback. Anyway, besides the point. I held the Yules until he pressed Blast Off. I used him right when he pressed Blast Off. Good way to counter the Techis. The fight goes really bad because the gyro got hooked, but that's what we were looking for, was the kickback, and the canceling of the Blast Off is the only things to really take away from this game, since you are only interested in learning Tusk, not really looking at the macro game. I mean, I sent my courier for gym, but I don't need to watch that. Got the gym, by the way. People smile. I guess they didn't see it. So I'm TPing really fucking aggressively. I see this Void Spear. I know he's deep. So I TP Omega aggressively, and I don't remember what happens here. I don't die. Yule's good item, but I don't remember what happens here. Oh, okay. We did end up killing him. Yeah, we did end up killing him, which means this should be, did we already rosh? Oh, they already roshed. Oh, they just roshed. I run over here because this is their only path out. My fucking smoke, I actually want to rewatch this. My smoke pops, but I can't, like, I don't know where they are. Oh my god, dude, that's crazy! Wow, Meld is a hell of a spell. Dude, that's nuts. That's fucking crazy. I can't believe Meld doesn't pop there. Oh my god. I thought he was over here. I thought he, like, ended up thinking he TP'd out. That's fucking bonkers. Wow. Damn. That's crazy. Alright, anyway. I want to post that to my team because I was like confused at the time. And seeing that, that's crazy. It's a good thing that hero blows because that meld ability is fucking bonkers. Nuts. Okay, anyway, let me rewind. Sorry, I was showing that to my team. Okay, so I remember this. I didn't want to kick this Pudge. We got vision of him, but I didn't want to kick him. I was waiting for a while for a teammate to show because I didn't think he'd just be walking out there by himself. But brother walked out there all by his little self. I'm trying to stay away from him because I don't want to die. So I just stayed in Shard's range, cast Shard to once he started running away. And I stayed back. Ninja Gear, my goal is still to find the Wyvern. I'm still playing, trying to find Wyvern. That's my main goal of this entire game. Well, right now, actually, it's any kickback. But like we were talking about earlier, you can only kick back a target, like, the target stops when the unit dies. So I died there because my Buffles pressed Crypt Swarm on the wave. If he didn't do that, I just get out on the melee creep. It was greedy kick. It was probably bad because I didn't have a cast range neutral item, but I still get out if my offlaner doesn't nuke the wave. But we might be at a stage of the game where this game ends. I don't remember. Or maybe we get megas and leave. Yeah, I'm alive now. TP'd outpost, of course. This game's almost over. No, still chasing the fuck out of this Wyvern. Fuck this guy. I tried to get the snowball save, didn't happen. Probably died. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what happens here, because I don't even remember. Okay, I'm alive. This is what I see. So right now the mindset is I have to save this gyro. He has Satanic, but he still loses this, I'm pretty sure. He dies. But there's still kills to be had. Pretty sure I can still kick back one of these people. Or he can just die. I know both my cores here, or both my cores die, and then my team says it's GG. But my dude, oh my god, I got griefed so hard, like 3 glimpses here, like in a row. It was actually kind of hilarious. So I kicked the PA into base, but we gotta kind of mode chill now. Now we're just waiting for the next time to go in, waiting for a kickback or waiting for a save. Save my buffles and also get a kickback. But he got glimpsed again. But I'm pretty sure this still ends up being good. Pretty sure we still end up killing this PA. Oh shit, maybe not. What is she with tricksters? I don't remember. Oh wait, no, she got eaten by the pudge. That's right. But insta buyback, go on the PA. Kick also does 350 damage, by the way. Not just a displacement ability, also does like a decent chunk of damage. So don't be afraid to use it like for a last hit to get damage in. Like for a last hit on a kill. Like if you're like, if there's a low hero, and you're like out of spells, like it does do like it's not a ton of damage by any means, but it's enough to finish the kill off here and there. But yeah, into this game with a rapier. We'll fast forward because this is gonna be a lot of AFKing, waiting for pick off, waiting for buybacks, Aegis, something. I don't remember. Right now I'm just sweeping the map, looking for, like we were talking about earlier, looking for wards with my gem and my ninja gear. I know I wanted this DD, but I didn't take it. Even though it would have been sick with my rapier punch. Yeah, they find a wyvern curse on my raptor here. But right now, I'm just sitting here. So right now, since they use the curse ability, I know I don't need to just like hunt this wyvern. Like it's still good to kill him because Cold Embrace is a bitch of a spell, but it's better off to use my time finding gyro saves, finding DP saves, trying to like kick somebody away from the fight or something. I know I don't need it's not a requirement to hunt this wyvern. He's not going to just ruin our fight now. So right now I'm probably sitting here, assuming I'm sitting here looking for a save because that's what I would be doing if I were in a pub right now or something. Yeah, so I blink in as soon as he gets dismembered so I can cancel that dismember. And then I'm not capable of sitting here fighting, so I just snowball, and I use the full duration snowball to sit here. I don't pull my gyro out. This kick was a bit of a grief. I thought it wasn't at the time, but like after the fight happened, I realized I griefed it really hard. This PA should also be dead, but I fucked up. I fucked up trying to save my gyro, but he was like, I'm pretty sure he was totally fine. Ended up saving the PA, but what can you do? It's the nature of the spell. Sometimes it grieves, sometimes it don't. Plus, was there... Oh. There's no anime PFP on my team, so I can't even say that's why I griefed. Sometimes you grief, bros. It happens. It wasn't game losing, so it's fine. And this is just the natural, I mean, sometimes you kick a hero. That's the name of the game. Playing Tusk, you kick hero. And I'm pretty sure game's just over now. Like 99% sure game's over. So the main takeaways I think you get from this game, and hopefully this was helpful for how you want to play the hero. Specifically the person I made this video for on DOS. The main takeaways are you need to know when you're the initiator and when you're the save hero. And I think that's why I enjoy the hero, because I like playing save heroes. I like playing Shadow Demon OD and all that. But I also like being able to make plays, and this hero is like the perfect balance. Snowball is like, I would argue, one of the best saves in the game. Because once you get Ags, not only is it like just a straight up save like Disruption or something where you're invulnerable for a few seconds, but it also is able to just like complete the fuck. It also is able to just completely take you out of the fight, like take you up a high ground or something, take you up to like, I think it's 1600 range, like really far away from the fight. And it's also just, unless you're against like a static storm or like an ability that does constant DOT, not not like time-based DOT like a Shadow Strike or something, you pretty much have a free blink out like all the time. Like it's really hard to. Even like if a hero's BKB'd while they get snowballed, it's still really hard to stop somebody from blinking out after a snowball. So just know when you're the safe hero, when you're the initiate hero. Know how to block paths. Like that's the thing you need to look for, is when you need a shard to block a path. Know that you can snowball a creep and kick them away, and know that you're a very good hero at like your hero's sick at rotating. Very very good at securing runes. Very good at like getting behind a tower and ganking the mid lane, which I didn't really do this game. Yeah, things like that. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this wasn't a waste of probably like an hour and a half. I don't know how long this video is. GG's, good luck. Tusky Dusky.